I listened to a podcast that you did, that you have. What's the name of the podcast? The Fly Bats?
The Fly with Bats podcast.
Fly with Bats podcast. And it was for the first time, and this was in the beginning of my journey too, out of toxic masculinity, where I listened to young black men be progressive, both in thought and in deed. And it was so beautifully reflected in the way that you communicated.
One goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. And it's real niggas do real fucking things.
Lawrence, bro, you've been timing this for years, bro.
Oh.
You've been saying it.
Yeah.
You was like, motherfucker, Giants won an Emmy. Things on YouTube is winning Emmys. Yo, we could win an Emmy. Why we ain't making shit, dog? We should try to win an Emmy. Lawrence been like that motherfucker in the motherfucker, this mosquito in the ear, like, yo, we could win an Emmy. We should try to win an Emmy. We should do something. We could do a short film. We could do dog. Motherfuckers.
Shut up, Eric, and observe it.
Motherfucker, because you know we have years in the game of creating all these YouTube, these movies that basically just go to YouTube.
I'm just chillin', I'm just tryna be cool. I don't wanna lose my work, lose my mind, lose my spine, lose my shirt. But if you know me, then you know I go berserk. Then you know I go berserk. Then you know I go berserk. Head first, I'm just chillin', I'm just tryna be cool. I don't wanna lose my work, lose my mind, lose my spine, lose my shirt. But if you know me, then you know I go berserk. Then you know I go berserk. Then you know I go berserk. Come from Iraq, nah, none of that. Nigga, I am harmless. I ain't sweating nothing. I am nothing like your own pit. At his first gun, he ready to murder. He out of control, like a swole on bourbon. I don't even drink if I see you.
There is a meat cleaver on the bed and Raheem half naked. And this is a regular Friday for you niggas.
Lose my spine, lose my shirt. But if you know me, then you know I go berserk. Then you know I go berserk. Then you know I go berserk.
So it's like, so for something on YouTube to be considered Emmy, and once again, we saw it coming with the rise of Issa Rae. Like she validated YouTube more than mostly anybody in black culture could ever. You know what I mean? Real shit.
Yeah,
but again, when motherfuckers start winning top tier awards, even being nominated for it straight off the internet, that says something. So I'm part of this project, King Esther, which just got nominated for 4 daytime Emmys. And I didn't know those two different things. There's daytime Emmys and there's Emmy Awards, but they're still the same gravitas of you getting a motherfucking award. But they just they're just separate because there's so much content. You gotta separate the award shows. You're gonna fit 12-hour long award shows at all times. So King Esther got nominated for Best Lead Actress for my girl Ro, who played Esther. Best Supporting for Janet Hubert, Dark Aunt Viv, the best Aunt Viv.
That's right.
And Dewey got 2 nominations for writing and direction, I believe.
Yeah.
We were talking about just how inspiring that is to see. You know what I mean? That not only like what you were saying, because like you had the initial inspiration, like we all had inspiration seeing Issa Rae. And then you got like the next level of inspiration seeing Giants get the Emmy. You know what I'm saying? But then when I'm like, I'm in this project, he made a project about New Orleans, a New Orleans story. You feel me? Went straight to YouTube. It's mainly on YouTube, and it's nominated. It's almost like the universe or God or Allah or Buddha or whomever was like, oh, you want to listen to Lawrence, huh? Well, guess what? Bow, bitch, in your face, literally. I'm sorry. Look, I know you don't believe me or whatnot. I am. Look, I know life been hard for you or what. Not. I ain't made it no easier. You ain't like anybody I'm used to being around.
Used to? I'm your sister, King.
Wasn't always like that.
To you. To me, this all I ever been. King, I ain't fucked up by none of these niggas out here in the bottoms, cause I knew how they was gonna treat me. But you, that shit hurt, King.
And this is the best time to be a black creator because I often say white people guilty right now in Hollywood. And it is what it is. I'm here. I'm very much here to take advantage of their guilt. If y'all want to finally realize and recognize that y'all have not been given to the black community, the Asian community, the Hispanic community, nobody that's not white community when it comes to stories and media and representation in media. If you finally want to get off your ass and be like, okay, blackness, we'll give you a shot, because there's been more, like this has been a boom much like the 90s, you know what I mean? But even more so because we have even more variety and even more is coming. So I'm saying like this is the best time to strive for, like as you say, that in me, because
and that's the thing.
Why not? Someone we know just did it. So proud of him, by the way. So proud of Dewey. Like, oh my God, it's mind blowing.
I'm not afraid of anything because of losing everything. Because once you lose everything and you have nothing but your creativity, but yourself, you start to redirect what's important to you. And before, I thought it was having a home. I thought it was having a car. I didn't know that the greatest value that I held on to was my creative abilities. And so now when I had nothing, that's where really what gave me the fearlessness not to lose anything. So now I can take those risks. I could go do I can make this decision or make that decision because it's not bound by things. It's just bound by my internal purpose and what I'm trying to make happen.
Being strictly an actor in the 60s or 70s when there was only like 3 networks and movies is different than now when we have thousands of networks, hundreds of internet networks. You can right now go on to Prime and upload your shit and it'll be on Prime.
By the way, Ninth Ward Justice is on Amazon Prime. You can check that out in a minute.
I need to do that because I haven't watched it.
And people just weird that shit that I just found out. Like, this movie is a headache for me. So, Ninth Ward. Okay, so we shot this movie years ago. Of course, it used to be called A Quiet Storm. That was its original title, A Quiet Storm. Mm-hmm. Got a t-shirt and everything, and posters up on my wall. When it first got its first distribution overseas, it was called The Reward. And The Reward is what it's called in like different other countries. A new distributor took it over, and that's how it got on Amazon Prime, but they renamed it Ninth Ward Justice. So it was a movie with 3 names, but not only that, one of the producers just let us know on Facebook, I didn't know this, because he said, oh yeah, that Ninth Ward Justice version, like they cut a lot out of it. And I was like, wait, what? He's like, yes, if you want to see the real version, you know what I mean, the whole thing, The Reward, if you get the Reward version, that's the actual version. So if you watch the Amazon Prime Ninth Ward Justice, I might have scenes cut that I didn't even know was cut. I don't know what movie I'm telling people to go see no more. What the fuck you mean your hands? You wasn't paying attention.
I have 3 kids here.
Yeah, you got fucking 3 kids and one of them mine, and you talking about paying attention. You on that fucking shit again, huh? You got to believe that shit? Get up off me. I'm going to get my fucking son.
No, what are you doing?
Who the fuck is you calling?
I'm calling the fucking police. I'm calling the fucking police.
Yeah?
Out of my house. Get
Yeah?
out of my
You
house.
calling fucking police? You calling the fucking police? Yeah? TJ coming with me now. You call anybody, you talk to anybody, police, any fucking body. I'm gonna come back in that fucking door and I'm gonna kill your ass. On Amazon Prime. But again,
and
shouts out to Do What You Ride.
Yeah.
Shouts out to King Esther Crew. Shouts out to New Orleans Stories.
My old man Bobby. That nigga got some shit going on. Ain't nothing really wrong. He just really fucking ugly. His dick gets small when it gets hard. We gonna make it happen.
Because that was the biggest thing that I was also excited for. I saw a black man come to the city and tell a very amazing unique New Orleans story. And when me and Marty was joking about how like a lot of times people come here and they try to tell New Orleans stories, but they go over the top trying to New Orleans it up instead of understanding that the city is its own character. And if you just let the city be its own character, it will inform certain things. You ain't gotta say, oh yeah, it's Monday, y'all. Let's get some red beans and rice, yeah. Like y'all, we ain't gotta do all that. You know what I'm saying? Like if it natural coming, somebody just eating some red red beans, fine. But y'all, you get what I'm saying? Like this.
Let's go to the Mardi Gras parade in November
And eat some gumbo and etouffee.
I sure love living in New Orleans.
Dude, in one episode, dog, we done went through every New Orleans trope a lot of times. Or when you make a movie set here, you feel like you gotta do everything here. And it was like one cool thing about Dewey did was he had certain things that, okay, because this is New Orleans, but he had certain things that speak for itself, and he let the story be what it is. So, like, I have a chip on my shoulder of the West Coast has had an identity in Hollywood and in the media for decades. The East Coast basically created its identity in Hollywood and in the media for decades. The South only has one fucking face, and half the time it's Mississippi or Texas. You know what I mean? Because they often have the same accent and the same sensibilities. So I just really want to open up that hole and that something for New Orleans, man, because it's very unique.
I've always, and even people say, well, I think I was talking about this last week. It's like everybody has like this one accent. It's like, no, that's incorrect. Texas does not sound like Atlanta.
Nope.
Atlanta doesn't sound like Florida.
Nope.
Florida doesn't sound like Alabama.
Nope.
And none of y'all motherfuckers sound like us.
Do you have toilet paper at your house? Babe, I done drove around to 6 different stores. Ain't nobody got no damn toilet paper. Somewhere along the lines, they announced coronavirus and they said it's gonna affect your immune system. And everybody must have thought, oh, it's gonna affect my booty hole. Like, baby, we done survived Hurricane Katrina. We ain't worried about no Coronica virus or whatever the hell you wanna call it. Girl, you know we most likely to catch a wall or a beat before we catch a damn virus, all right?
That was y'all talking about like that we didn't make the list of sexiest accents.
I was telling you about that. We didn't make the list of sexiest accents.
Yeah, you talking. Okay,
yesterday, I was telling you about that. Yeah.
Oh, okay, word.
And
right,
but the thing is, again, the accent that most people think is sexy from New Orleans is the black New Orleans accent.
Yeah.
Not the necessarily Cajun Creole, pom 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 pom. You know what I'm saying?
Because nothing drops. Because apparently nothing drops the panties without a quick, say love.
Say love.
Hey, say.
Yes, sir.
Look, I had seen a commercial, you remember the Popeye commercial? They told me y'all got like a little fucking little chicken box, you dig? I think like $5 and some change. I can get one of them, you heard me?
I'm sorry, we no longer have a chicken box. It's a limited time offer.
Hey, you know when them bitters coming back? I want one of them.
No, I'm not sure. It's a limited time offer thing.
Fuck. I'm gonna roll out. Hey, say, love.
I'm hungry.
Hey, real talk, how you look though? Cause you sound cute over this intercom, you dig?
Boy,
Say love, yeah. But yeah, dog. So I say this to all the creators out there, man. I challenge all of us to create because, like, once again, there's so many avenues now that you never know what's gonna hit, and you gotta have octopus arms out here. You hear me?
Because Emmys are awesome.
I'm
not gonna stop until that gold bitch is on my mantle.
One goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. And it's real niggas do real fucking things.